What's up, guys? My beautiful name is Mercy, and you are welcome to RM Rich. If this is your first time, please feel very much welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always choosing to be part of this family. And so, guess what? Today, I want to share with you about my online business and also share an idea of how you can run an online business, how you can run a business with 0 shillings. With 0 shillings, because we have to get creative with this economy of ours. And so, for those that do not know, I run an online business. I'm going to share some of the items that I sell online. And so I want to tell you how you can run such a business and still make money from the comfort of your couch, from your home, from your office. You can still run that business and make a few extra coins. And so, one, I will mention the items or things that you need to run an online business. Obviously, you need a smartphone. I believe that you already have one. That's why you're watching me. 2, you need to have access to data or Wi-Fi. Number 3, you need to have accounts on social media platforms. You need to have a WhatsApp. You need to have it's not a must, but if you want to run an online business, these are the platforms that can gain you clients and all that. So you need to have a WhatsApp account, Instagram account. You need to have a TikTok account if you would love. You also need to have a Facebook account. You need to have access to all those. And number 4. Number 4, you need to have suppliers. You need to source for suppliers. I'll mention how you get to source some of these things or these things that you need to run an online business. And then number 5, which is very important because it's an online business, you need to have a rider who can always do the parceling and the deliveries on your behalf. So let's get to how you, once you get the smartphone with you, you have the social media platforms with you, accounts. And then now what you need to do is, number 1, and this is the toughest part of it. So you need to source for suppliers. And this is the toughest part of it, because getting suppliers is not an easy task. You need to get some time, go to town, walk through those malls, get to inquire, do your research. That is the toughest part of it. That's why actually when you ask someone to connect you with a supplier, most of those people charge you money. Why? Because it took their time, it took their resources. Sometimes you will just work an entire day in town or in those companies and maybe never get a supplier. So getting those suppliers who sell at a wholesale price, actually at a very good price, the best price, you have to work. So that is the toughest part of it. You need to go look for those suppliers. Get your time, a day off, go to town, go to Eastleigh, go to industrial areas, walk to those companies, ask whether you can get the items that you want to sell on wholesale price. So that is the toughest part of it. And then my suggestion, my advice on this when it comes to running an online business, there are people who run online business and actually sell second-hand clothes. Yes, it works for them, but if you want to avoid a lot of inconveniences, my advice or my suggestion would be you run an online business of new items, because with new items, if I post a shirt which is a mtumba or a thrifted shirt, if you like it, maybe it may not be your size, or you may like it and someone else will also like it, and then I will not be able to meet the demand, because I'll sell this shirt out to the first client, and then the rest of the clients who are interested in that same shirt will not have an access to the same shirt, because getting a thrifted item that is exactly like another one, that looks exactly as the other one, is not really easy. It's very, very hard. So that's why I would suggest, if you want to run an online business, try your best to go for the new items. The new items, you can go for electronics, you can go for the kitchenware, you can go for footwear, you can go for clothing, you can go for jewelry, you can go for items that are new, so that if it's a glass and someone loves it, you are sure that after selling it to the first client, you can meet the demand of the rest of the clients who are also interested in the same item. So when it comes to online business, my suggestion and my opinion would be try as much as you can to sell new items, because with the online business, you will reach out to so many people that are not within your locality. And if you parcel address, let's say address to a client, and this dress does not fit the client, and then they have to return it to you, they will be already a disappointed client, and they may never come back to you. They may not like it, maybe. But when it comes to new items, it's easy to change the color, or maybe they can exchange with a different size, the same design but a different size that can fit them. And so with thrifted items, if you try to do online business, it works for some people, but I would suggest you go for new items. So when it comes also to online business, another thing that you need to consider is a camera. Every time I'm buying a phone, my number one consideration is my camera. Number one consideration is my camera, because if you're doing an online business and you need to be taking photos of these items that you're selling, and you don't want to take a photo that is blurred, a photo that is really not clear. You don't want to take a photo that is not a reflection of the exact item, because you will take a photo and the item is red and your camera paints a photo of a pink item or a different color or maroon or whatever, and then the client will order for the item, maybe thinking it's a brown item or it's a maroon item, and once they receive the item, they realize it's not the color that they saw on the photo. So your camera is very, very important, and that is one of the things that I'm actually intentional about investing in: my camera, my phone, my camera. And then now, once you have the smartphone in place, you have a good camera, you've already sourced out for the suppliers. Some of these suppliers actually will send you photos. They will add you to their WhatsApp groups. They are all retailers, the WhatsApp group. They'll be sharing their items on the WhatsApp. So you may not really need to struggle so much to get clear photos, because those guys take very good photos of their items. So once you receive these photos, just share them on your WhatsApp, share them on your Instagram, share them on your Facebook, share them on your TikTok, just share them on your social media. And then the other thing that you need to consider when you want to run an online business is your pricing. Because let me give an example. If you're selling a flask and you've posted it on your social media, and a friend, let's assume that you're living in Nairobi, and a friend or someone on your phone book views that item on your status or on your social media, and they're interested in it, and let's say the market price of this flask is 2,700, and then you are pricing it at 3,000 shillings, and this person is in Mombasa, let's say for example, and they know of a shop nearby where this same flask is sold at 2,700 Kenyan shillings, and you are selling it at 3,000. Do you think these guys are going to? What is the probability of this client buying from you? It's very, very minimal, very minimal. So when you're also doing online business, make sure that your pricing is a bit lower. You can just lower it maybe with a few shillings, a few coins, so that the client actually sees the need for them to purchase from you. Because if your pricing is exactly as the market price, then the client would rather buy at the nearby shop than buying from you. So, and business doesn't really want a lot of gluttony, that you just want to make money, you want to make every single coin that you can make from that item. No. Sometimes it's just bit by bit that gives you a huge profit margin. So as you're doing business, Make sure that you're also strategic in terms of pricing. As you price, make sure that your price is attractive to the client. Make sure that your price also is a bit negotiable. Don't be so rigid on your pricing such that the client cannot negotiate your prices. And the other thing that I had mentioned is about the riders. So what is the purpose of the riders? This is a need for the riders. For example, sometimes I'm just in the house or in my work, at my work or at my office, and I get a client who orders, let's say like a bag. Now I'll not need to go to town. I just call my rider or one of the riders and send them on WhatsApp the item that the client has ordered. I give them direction to my supplier. They go pick it and parcel it to the client, and that's all. Of course, I'll have to pay the rider. So also when you're pricing your items, make sure that you're factored in the aspect of your rider, because if you will have to pay your rider, and then after paying your rider you realize that you just used all the profits that you had made to pay the rider, then you're really not doing business. So as you're also pricing your items, make sure that you have factored in the aspect of your riders. Make sure you have a rider who is very keen to details, because you don't want to send them to go pick a pink item, then they go pick a red item. So make sure that once they get to your supplier, they confirm the item is available, the size and all the specifications of the item. And once they've confirmed that, then now they can go parcel the item to the receiver or to the client, wherever they are. And also, as sometimes there are people who you can choose to let the delivery fee be on the side of the client, or you have it on your side. But the danger or the dark side of having the delivery fee on your side is that your prices tend to go quite high. It is possible that they will go a bit higher than the market price, and logically a client will not want to buy an item that is a bit higher than the price in the market. They will really struggle to buy from you. Even if you try to tell them that delivery is free, they really struggle to buy that item when they can see that they can buy the same item at a lower price, maybe at their locality and all that. So as you're also pricing, make sure that you consider all those things. So that's online business, and you can actually make money from your phone, from your data. Make sure that you don't just consume data. Your phone business does not just consume data. You keep on loading data and you don't make coins. Find something. And the other thing is, as for me, I do a collection. That is, to me, when I say a collection, I mean I sell quite a number of items. I'll sell electronics, I'll sell bags, I'll sell shoes, I'll sell clothing, I'll sell jewelry, I'll sell kitchenware. That's my choice. I chose to diversify to all those items because I've not yet grown my customer base. I don't really have a huge customer base. But when you have a huge customer base, then now you can choose to specify on be specific on one item. You can choose to work with electronics, with shoes, or with clothing. Just specify on one thing and stick to one thing. But as for me, I've chosen to do a collection because I'm still building up myself. And once I get there, there's a base, a customer base that once I get it now, I can specify on a certain thing. So that's it. So if you're able to just be specific on one item, like clothing or shoes, and just specify on that and stick on that, it would be good. So that's what I wanted to share for today. It is possible to make money from home. Make sure that you're making an extra coin for you. If you have loved the ideas that I've shared, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you leave a comment and share my video with your friends. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next video.